Okay, I get it. It has been a while and you guys have let your voices well and truly be heard. You want more warning? You've got more warning. And we are going back. I mean, we're going fucking way back. Sit back, relax, it's time to react.
It's showtime.
What is going on, YouTube universe? This is Zirra and welcome to Zirra Reacts, the channel where we interpret, break down and do whatever we have to do to videos on the internet. Now, it's been a while between reaction videos and I apologise. I've been a sick boy, but I'm back. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, and what better way to return into the fray with some more warning? I was open to the idea of doing something a little bit different, so I put a poll up and you guys came out and just made it abundantly clear that 21st Century Blood by The Warning was the next song you wanted me to cover, and that's exactly what I'm going to do, because I'm a people person. I'm a person of the people. I'm as big as a couple of people. Besides the point, I am going to be bringing you today my first watch of the 21st Century Blood music video clip, because we have done a reaction to 21st Century Blood before. It was the live performance of the Foro Dany concert, and I have obviously heard the song before through Spotify, because The Warning is very prominent on my Spotify playlist. So when it comes to this track, the only thing I haven't seen is the official music video, and I have been doing that purposely to have something to react to that I haven't seen before, and I'm keen to do it today. Incredibly keen to do it today, because the older Warning stuff, like the stuff they did when they first started off, is some of the best work they have ever done, and I want you to bear one thing in mind while we listen to this music video and watch this music video. Ale, the bassist, is only 12 years old in this video clip. Pal, the drummer, is only 15 in this video clip, and Dany, the guitarist, is only 17. Teenagers, young girls, young women. The fact that they were bringing this stuff out at that age, they haven't even hit the peak of their powers yet, and once they do, holy shit, the world is in for a true awakening. But without further ado, that's enough for me. I've taken enough of your time up already. Sit back, relax, do whatever you have to do to get comfortable, get your mind, your body, and your soul prepared for The Warning's 21st Century Blood. Are we going uber cinematic? I don't know about you, but when it comes to music video clips, I'm for the ones that tell a bit of a story. You know, just with the song interwoven in between. Definitely can see a trend already visually that is something that The Warning touches on in a lot of their music, which we'll talk about in the breakdown. Probably see me playing the drums. hear Dany do guitar solo, and it goes fucking hard. Wow. Gonna take her blindfold off, and then the cycle continues. I like what they did there. Got up off the ground. They've been warned. Well, when it comes to being given a music video to take in, I feel it is a hell of a lot easier to make interpretations and base opinions on what the lyrics might mean if the music video itself lends itself as somewhat of a story from start to finish, and that's exactly what this video did. It was almost like opening up a book and having, you know, the words to read, which are your lyrics, and then having some pictures that kind of match up with those lyrics in the form of the music video. And if my interpretations weren't already kind of fixated onto what I think this track is about, that clip really pushed home that I think I'm on the right track. And that's what I really appreciate about bands that go and do the more cinematic approaches to their music video clips and tell a story, and it's not just the band in front of a camera, you know, doing their thing, which is perfectly fine. If they do that, that is okay. I just am a sucker for a great story, and The Warning deliver that and then some whenever they bring us a official music video for us to take in, and this was no different. With that being said, it is time for the breakdown, and if you're new to my channel, it's okay. It's okay. I'll let you know what the breakdown is. It's the section of the video where we obviously break down what we just watched. We give our interpretations, we discuss instrumentals, we talk about the lyrics, we discuss music videos if that is something that plays into factor. But not only that, we also reflect on the previous reaction video that I covered and give you guys the chance at home to have your comments featured and give us further discussion. I feel it opens up a platform for us to communicate with one another a little bit better, and a lot of you have been appreciating the fact that I've been selecting your comments, and you think that having that part of the video, you know, as an integral part is working really well. So I thank you all at home for getting on board with it. I just like mixing things up. I want to be a little bit different. There are hundreds upon thousands of reaction videos on YouTube and hundreds upon thousands of reaction channels. Sometimes you need to do something to be a little bit different, and I'm hoping I can deliver that. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to kick things off. We're going to change the game plan up a little bit, because normally I would kick things off with your comments from the previous reaction video, but we're doing a little bit of a Ricka remix here, and we're going to start from now on with the video at hand and finish the video with your comments about the previous reaction. It makes sense to give you guys the final word, right? So what can I say that I haven't already said about 21st Century Blood? As I said at the top of the video, never seen this music video clip before. I've seen them perform it live through the 4ODD concert we reacted to, and I've obviously got The Warning's, you know, discography on my Spotify playlist, which I jam a lot. So I've heard this song before, if my terrible singing didn't allude to that fact, but I think this music video clip really, as I said, hammers home what I'm feeling this song is about. And at the root of it all, it is a topic that I feel is nuanced through a lot of the warnings work, and that's the power of social media and, world media influencing us as a collective and driving what we should be thinking and what we should be saying and how we should feel, and just the power that it has over people. When we turn our attention to the lyrics, as I bring the lyrics back up for you guys, we have things like "We're the new generation, lost our salvation, another problem to be solved." This new generation of people are being brought into this world where there is so much shit going on that it's just another problem for us to fix later on. And I think the perfect visual aid for that fact was the blindfolding of everybody in that video clip. Being blind to the world around them. It wasn't until that man in the office got knocked and his phone became offline that he took his blindfold off, and that light just shining through the window almost painted a picture that it was the first time they were seeing the world with their own eyes. And it was so bright and it was so inspiring. But then it leads them to going to the top of that building and jumping off, and whether that be a combination of being open to this new world that you don't know how to live in, and he just couldn't take it, or couldn't take the fact that he was in a world where the social media that he was so addicted to just wasn't pointing him in the right direction anymore. Free will was something that he struggled with. And the point here, we're the new generation. That baby in the incubator, getting the blindfold put on them at birth, just showing that, we are so blind to a lot that goes on in this world. And, lyrics like "Politicians trying, but we know they're lying. Every truth has been sold." We know that there are powerful people that only tell us what we want to hear and withhold the information that we should be hearing, but they're never going to tell us. We make buildings when what we need are bridges. We're stuck within these walls. Instead of building these bridges that we can cross and, mend relationships and all that kind of stuff, we keep putting walls up around us. We keep confining ourselves into this space. Everyone with blank faces trying to fill the blank spaces that we left a long time ago, being one thing at one point in time, but allowing ourselves to turn into somebody that doesn't have their own individual identity. That's where the blank faces comes from. That's where, everybody looking the same, it's such a powerful sentiment. It really is. In the chorus, will we regret our addiction to the rush? The addiction is social media. In the video clips, they're all on their phone, and it's not until they become offline that they start seeing the world around them. Everyone's in depression because of an obsession with stereotypes around the world. Worldwide starvation, but in this situation, no one seems to care at all. Our communication replaced by animation, television has control. Every question answered, I apologise. Internet demands us to worship it like a god. Again, stereotypes that are force-fed to us. Communication through television, communication through the internet, through social media. We are so ground into taking in what we are given, what we are forced to take in. But then when we've got bigger things happening around us, like worldwide starvation, but in this situation, no one seems to care. Why? Because the media isn't telling us we should care about it. And, as a community, as a society, there are a lot of people out there that are so ingrained into what the media tells them it is not funny. I am glad that, on a personal level, I don't subscribe to purely taking in what I'm told. I like to form my own opinion, and I know a lot of you guys at home are the same as well. But we cannot argue this isn't the point that these girls are trying to make. And these girls were making this point when they were like 12, 15, 17 years old. This is a group of girls, sisters, that are growing up in a world that they see around them that, you know, if we don't make changes now, what is the future going to be for our children? And as a father, that scares the fuck out of me, because I don't know, once I'm gone from this lifetime, how my kids and my grandkids and my great-grandkids are going to live, and how the world is going to operate, especially if the powers that be, like social media and worldwide media, still have a stranglehold on what we are made to take in. That's the gist of it, really. That's what I feel. I mean, instrumentally, that song went hard, and I really love the personality these girls, you know, possess and they bring. And this is like a 12-year-old Arle, just the way she moves when she carries the bass and she grooves, and, you know, Pow on the drums, and just being so vibrant and so energetic, and just throwing her hands up in the air and just slamming things around. And then Dany breaking out into that guitar solo, which I mentioned when the song was going down. Dany isn't one to do guitar solos often. When she does, they are sublime. They are absolutely phenomenal. And from what I've been learning about these girls through my journey with The Warning, I think Dany doesn't like taking center stage with solos, because I feel there's almost a hidden mantra to these girls that if the spotlight isn't on all of them, it's not on any of them. You know, they need to all collectively shine, and they don't like pushing just one person to the forefront. Even when we get a performance like Pow, you know, on the piano, the spotlight might be on her singing, but we still have the nuances of the other girls coming through. It's not always solely just about one person, and I think Dany doesn't really like pushing herself to the front all too much, which I respect, but for the love of fuck, please start giving us more guitar solos, because they are so good. As always, the comment section is now open to you guys. I would love to discuss what your thoughts, interpretations, and opinions are about 21st Century Blood. Let loose. I know the Warning Army is definitely going to come out strong. Do a little bit of a rewind now, and we're going to reflect on my previous reaction video, which I need to thank you guys for the amount of support that came out for that video. It has been the best performing video on the channel. It's been the most well received in ways of interactions and the comments I've been receiving, and a lot of the comments I've gotten were very much in line with how I personally felt. If you missed that reaction video, feel free to go check it out, but it was to Linkin Park's Lost, which is a performance that was recorded 20 years ago. It was originally recorded for the Meteora album, never saw the light of day, but 20 years later they are doing an anniversary album where they're going to be giving us B-side tracks and never before heard tracks before. The first comment comes from Ruby Red instead, who happens to be one of my closest friends in real life. Well, I think she'll be happy to see that she finally got a comment up here, but she said, "I don't know if I cried because the song was powerful and sad, or if it's because it was Chester, or if it's because it got me goddamn hard. It hurts." And then Benji Kohos 8069, I hope I said that correctly, replied in the comments with, "Someone commented elsewhere and makes sense to me. Often when we lose someone special, we wish we could hear their voice just one more time. Well, we can't respond, but we're hearing Chester's voice now. One more time." That comment that they referenced was a comment on this video, and it came from Elio4205, and they said, "Chester just gave us all a hug from the other side, letting us know he's finally found some peace. I haven't been able to properly mourn or listen to Linkin Park since Chester left us. This last week has been the most emotional week of my life. It feels like my best friend just rose from the grave and spoke to me for one last time, something we wish so dearly from all our lost loved ones. I finally feel a sense of closure. We all needed this more than we know. Thank you for sharing your experience. The second you closed your eyes and fell into it, I felt your love for Chester and this family we built around their music. Love you, mate. Sending good vibes your way." I love you as well. And you are not wrong. When I closed my eyes and just let the music wash over me, it took me back to being as I said in the video, that awkward 13, 14-year-old boy, you know, lost in mental states that I can't even describe, and their music just helped me so much. And I've lost people in my life that I agree here, if I had the chance to speak to them one more time, I would relish that opportunity and then some. And it really is like Chester has come back from the grave to give us something to say, you know, I love you guys, thank you, here's me again. You know, it's like a reincarnation in a sense. Probably a stupid way to put it, but I think you guys understand where I'm coming from. Joy L7842, came through with a blessing from the afterlife by Chester. We are so fortunate to be able to witness this today. You are not wrong. Last comment of the video comes from Yana EDC 5934, and this is kind of stepping away from Linkin Park's performance, and it's more so directed to what we're doing with the channel, and I think it's the perfect way to end this video. They said, "What kind of video intro is that? You got me just as hyped up as an upcoming UFC fight." I replied with, "I wanted something a little different. It goes hard, huh?" I thought they were referring to the actual intro clip, like with the warning and, you know, Electric Callboy and stuff. They weren't. They were talking about the build-up before we actually sit down and react to something. Because they said, "I'm so used to the calm, casual, hey guys, gonna watch this, so yeah, let's go watch it now." Bloop, and that's it. I want to be different. I want to do something different. As I said, there are so many reaction channels and reaction videos out there that even though we're not competing directly against each other, it is still a competition to be seen, because it is such a... the platform is so saturated with these videos that it is a struggle sometimes for the smaller channels. Well, actually, it's not sometimes a struggle. It is a struggle for the smaller channels to shine on through. So being able to do different things like, you know, imparting musical knowledge that I have onto you guys, or hyping up a video before we listen to it with information that I know about the band or the song, or giving you guys the opportunity to have comments featured in the video within the breakdown at the end. It's things I'm trying to do not only to be different, but to help build an identity, to help build a community that is going to come together, and, you know, we can do something a little bit different, but we can all, at the end of the day, come together to love and appreciate music, or whatever the fuck it is that I'm reacting to. And I'm so glad you guys are on board with that, and I seriously cannot thank you guys enough for all the support you have given this channel in such a short period of time. I'm seriously indebted to you all. Thank you so much. That is it for this video though. I hope you guys did enjoy 21st Century Blood. I've reacted to plenty of other warning videos, so if this is the first time you're catching a warning reaction on my channel, go check them out, because you'll be blown away by how great these girls are. Do hit that like button down below if you do enjoy what I'm doing. If you enjoy it so much that you need to come back and stick around, hit that subscribe button down below as well. Join the community that we are building, and together, let's just have a good time. Let's just love what we love doing. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well, otherwise you silly billies aren't going to get that, you know, notification in your inbox when I upload. But that's it from me, guys. I'm out of here, and as always, I will catch you guys next time.